So this is part 2. I've gotten 133 read so far out of the 300. So, got a little bit more work to go, just a little bit. But I can probably do it. I should have been reading more, even though I've been feeling pretty miserable. And not just the heat, just being here in my negative headspace. I'm still trying to be more positive. I'm going to work on trying to read more and relax some, because I got a little bit of time that I can relax some before I'm going to have a lot of stuff I need to get done. So, I only have a little bit of time left on my staycation. So I'll have to work on that, but it's okay having 133 books done, but I should have had a lot more by now. And most of them are kids' books, but I got some adult books mixed in there. I want to get more adult books into my reading. Not that there's anything wrong with reading the kids' books, but I also need more variety. So if you're watching, feel free to comment down below and give me some book suggestions that you think are worth a read. Any kind of books, because if I can, even if I'm not able to do it this year, if I don't already have it on my want to read list, I'll add it, and eventually I'll probably read it, because like I said, I read a lot. And though I've taken a little break from reading, I'm going to get back in it, and hopefully I can at least get 300 done. If I get more than that, that'll be awesome. But it'll just depend, because you never know how much you can get done, especially when you're not sticking to a certain genre or anything like that. And sometimes reading some books over again, which now you can do on Goodreads. They used to have it where you could, well, of course you could still read books that you've already read, but you couldn't count them towards your yearly goal. But that's been changed for a little while now, so that's pretty nice. So, for example, a lot of people might read books they might read again, for example, that were pretty popular or are pretty popular. Might be like the Lord of the Rings books. They might read different manga, like Pokemon again, from a certain series of that. They might read the Twilight series or Harry Potter. There's a lot of things they could read. I actually have 2 books that I might be reading again several times for the year's up, because she hasn't released any more books for it, so I can actually talk about that, I suppose. So I'll come in here and let you see my cool light I got this year. That's a Rory Borealis light. And yeah. Love that light. For $5. And the series is by Kelly Rich, and she's got Feathers of a Phoenix Flame and Awakened Tides for book 2. She does not have another book out yet. I think she's a young, smaller author, but it's a pretty good series. It's been described as being like Avatar: The Last Airbender meets Harry Potter. So, it's not really a ripoff of either of those or anything else that it's been compared to. It's a pretty good series. I feel it has enough of its own elements that it can stand on its own without being a direct ripoff of something, which pretty much any book or book series may have elements from other books, but they're not necessarily going to be a ripoff because of how long literary works have been around, I think. So, while there may be some things that are similar to stuff that's already out there, it's not like a complete ripoff where she didn't come up with anything of her own. And the series is pretty good. One thing I was disappointed with the book is one of the characters. I wanted to see more of him in the second book, but he wasn't. So maybe the third book, maybe not. But there's a lot of interesting characters in it. If you can, it's worth checking out. You can also find it on Amazon for digital books. It is a pretty good series, and I'm not actually sponsored by Kelly Rich or anything like that, so I'm just saying this for my own like of the series. I'm not sponsored by Kelly Rich or any other entity or property holder to talk about any particular book or series, even hers. So, this is my personal views on it, so, yeah. It's a pretty good series so far. I can't wait for the next book, but I have to because I don't know exactly when it's going to come out. I haven't heard anything on it because I haven't really been paying as close attention as I should have, but I don't know when it'll come out because, like I said, I haven't been keeping up with all of her social medias and stuff and seeing if there's been anything announced, even though I really can't wait to see the series, but I just don't get on Facebook pages or any of that to look up stuff, and I haven't been very good at keeping up on news. So even like a bigger property, like for example the new Pokemon games, I haven't been following that closely, though I am going to be getting a pre-order for that, hopefully. I'm thinking the double pack like I usually do. I don't know if I'll get it where I'll get the pre-order from. It'll probably be GameStop, but I wish I could get it from like the Pokemon website because they usually have some pretty cool plushes you can get when you get the 3-pack. Like I remember Sword and Shield had the starters, and then you could get one of the starter keychains, or whatever the little plush was, I can't remember if it was a keychain or not, with one of the games, and it would be random whichever one you got, no matter where you got, no matter if you got Sword or Shield, but you'd get the plush. You'd get one random plush of the 3 starters if you pre-ordered one of the 2 versions, and then you'd get all 3 if you bought the double pack, or pre-ordered the double pack. I did not pre-order through Pokemon.com for anything, so I didn't get any of those goodies. I wish I could have, but I was a little worried about doing mail again because I had done Amazon before, and then I was really annoyed because I think it was Amazon I did one time, and then the stuff came late, and I don't even remember if I got the pre-order stuff, even though I had pre-ordered the games. But it was pretty sucky, but it is what it is. It's over and done with, so there's nothing I can really do about that. Sorry if you don't prefer the walking around, I'm just kind of pacing here. But, yeah. There's some pretty good books. I'll link them in the video description for their Amazon pages, and if you're interested, you can check them out. I don't know what they're going for right now, and even if I do say a price, I don't know if it'll fluctuate with Amazon or not. I don't think it was too expensive for new books, but they're series worth checking out. And yeah. So there's that. I'll probably have to try to do some painting tomorrow because I haven't been doing anything with my painting or something. I don't know yet, but I've been talking quite a bit now, so I'll stop talking your ear off. And now that I cut things up accidentally, because I didn't realize you couldn't go off of the recording to look at other stuff on this phone, so I went to look at what my challenge was for Goodreads, and yeah. So those will probably be some books I reread this year, which I found it kind of interesting. I ended up being the first one to review the second book on Amazon, or not on Amazon, on Goodreads. I don't have the ability to rate it on either of them on Amazon. I wouldn't mind doing that, but Amazon's got their new rules. Well, not new. They've been around a little while now. But you have to spend a lot of money out of pocket to be able to write reviews of items. Which sucks for me because I don't have the kind of money to keep spend on Amazon to do that. And gift cards do not count towards that. At least it hasn't for me. But I think you'd actually have to use like a credit card or a bank card and constantly make purchases to get up to, I forgot what it is, it might have changed too, but I just don't spend that kind of money regularly, so I'm not able to do that. But I get why they do that, because they wanted to eliminate the fake reviews. But now you pretty much have to have a lot of money to be able to do the reviews. So I don't have the money to keep dishing out money to Amazon, so I can't do the reviews, because you don't have to pay just for the reviews. You have to purchase so many items on Amazon to be able to do reviews. And I think that's the way it is for the books, so I've only been doing books on Goodreads. If I had the money, I'd do it on both, especially for her, because she's a not as well-known writer, so it'd be good to help her get going. But unfortunately, I can't do it there. Sorry, I got that itch again. So, yeah. I've started to ramble, so I'm gonna let you go until next time. Take care. Bye.